Hi everyone and welcome to episode 1 of Mobility Mondays. This is something that we've wanted to put out there to help you understand the importance of mobility and why you should be incorporating that into your everyday fitness routine. Now we're going to delve a little bit deeper each week into the importance, why and what you can hope to achieve by keeping up a consistent mobility program. But today we're just going to kick you off with my big 3 things and why I think it's important. Number 1, it's going to help with your range of motion. So that's how you can move in different directions of different joints. This is going to help with different exercises and how you perform them. Number 2, alleviating pain. So if you have any stiffness, soreness in different areas of the body, by doing mobility exercises, this can alleviate that pain and help over the course of, as I say, a consistent program. And third of all, postural correction, things that we don't really pay much attention to. By doing mobility exercises, this can definitely help. So we're going to show today 1 to get you off and get you up and running that you can try with your KO8 wherever you train. So all I want you to do is take your KO8 and make sure that we're going to start with full resistance. So all we're going to do is remove the suspension and we're going to have 3 blacks, 1 red on this side. Now the reason why I want to go so heavy is because when we stretch in this position that I'm going to show you next, it's important to have a lot of resistance to get the most out of it. We need to be strong in that stretch, okay? Now, this is how we get set up. I want you to open out the foot cradles, just use 1 handle, take hold of the strap with the fingers just over the label, allowing you to drop that elbow inside. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to step forward, and we're going to lead first of all with the same leg as the arm that's inside the strap. So from here, we're just going to lean forward. We're going to keep the elbow tight towards the head. If you need to adjust your feet and move out slightly further, that's fine. Now when we're here, we're looking for a stretch underneath here. Everybody is different, so it's important that you discover the stretch for yourself, okay? So make sure that you're not just staying in one position, really search and hunt for those tight areas and corners. And then just stay in there, hold for 5 deep breaths until you're happy enough with that stretch. Now obviously we're going to do the opposite side. So same thing, change it up, hold onto the top, drop the elbow inside. As you walk forward, this will become tight around the elbow. And we're going to step through. Now what's important here as well is don't hyperextend too much through the lower back. Try and keep your rib cage down as we stretch. Lean forward and just start to rotate internally and rotate the other way. Just find where you need to be to get that stretch. Now what we'll show you is the variation, okay? So I'll take you back from where we were for the first position. Same leg out in front, getting that stretch through here. Now what we're going to do is take the feet back together and step across. Now what this is going to do is take us into this almost curved banana position. Now the elbow is heading towards the anchor point from the force of the KO8, and you're obviously going in the opposite direction. This is going to intensify the stretch right down the side of the body, underneath the armpit, through the lats, obliques, and starting to creep into the front of that hip. Now again, that's perfect for those clients that don't feel too much of a stretch in the first position, but if they start to switch the feet, go into that second variation, they definitely will. So they can stay there, do both sides, find a nice position where they again can roll in and out of the rotation, find those tight corners. And again, it's just an upper body stretch, great for that mobility, that front rack position, anything overhead. So I will put this in before you're going to do any of those exercises. If you like to do a front rack squat, you need to get into this front rack position. Or again, anything overhead. It's a very, very good mobility exercise to put in there. And on top of that, if you want to just stretch out, a lot of the time when we try to stretch, or you tell a client to stretch, the first thing they want to do is stretch the legs. When do we ever stretch that upper body? The lats are one of the biggest muscles in the body, and it's very important to make sure that they get covered as well. Okay, so first one for you, I'm going to leave you with that. Join us next week. We're going to go into a different banded bully exercise, really targeting the shoulders. So see you next week.